Okay, welcome everyone. I really do need speaker notes because lack of my English. My name is Patrick. I'm pleased that I have the opportunity to talk about the topic here at the AgentConf. I choose the DTO topic because it personally inspired me in my work as a software developer. And yeah, I really like this pattern. We had a lot of interesting talks, many of them about topics related to front-end and JavaScript. Unfortunately, for family reasons, I was not able to take part of the talks. But yeah, maybe I can watch the recordings. My talk is not about a specific development language or a framework. It's more a general development pattern. A development pattern which is used in different frameworks or different languages and different products. So let's start with a brief overview of how my talk is structured. First, I would like to introduce myself, then I will give a short overview. What does DTO mean? Afterwards, some inspiration when to use the DTO pattern. Then I will show you a simple implementation and not working implementation. And at the end, I will talk about more concepts and ideas and how you could improve the DTOs. So, my name is Patrick, and before I introduce myself, I'm not a professional speaker. I'm just a passionate software developer, and really sorry about my English. I tried many years to learn English, but my brain just doesn't work this way. For me, it's easier to learn development languages than speak natural languages. So I hope you do understand me. Good. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, as I said, my name is Patrick. I'm a senior and it's called Patrick Ryser, not Ryser. I'm a senior software developer at Valentic, Switzerland. And in the last few years, I mostly worked as a software architect and PHP developer with a product called Pimcore. Pimcore is a platform-based software solution based on the Symfony framework. And Pimcore is in some ways very special. So, for example, Pimcore does not indicate the developer how to implement a feature or a functionality. So it's just abstract methods which are available, but how do you implement an API-based system or a headless CMS or a shop system? It's up to you. So in this case, it's very important that a software architect builds a stable and solid and clean software architecture. And I think with the DTO pattern, architect is able to improve the code quality and give the other developers which are working on the project a clean and good way how they can access and provide data. So, then what is DTO? A few years ago, I read about DTO in the book Patterns of Enterprise Applications Architecture. It's a book written by Martin Fowler, and in my opinion, it's a very interesting book, and I really recommend it to every developer. It doesn't depend on what you are working, a front-end, back-end, or DevOps, for example. It's really a good book about various software design patterns. And in this book, there was a chapter about DTO, so and an object that carries data between processes in order to reduce the number of method calls. That's how he described the DTO. It's just a pattern. It's not nothing more. It's just a pattern. And After experimenting, or after reading and experimenting, so after reading the book or the chapter, I really was inspired and thought, yeah, that's a nice system how I can provide data between different software layers. And after experimenting with this DTO pattern for myself, I came up with a container that contains group of values how the data should be passed around the layers, so around the different implementation layers. DTO stands for Data Transfer Object, which is meant by defining a container that contains not only a group of values, just also fields, but it does never contain methods, no business logic. So that's a really important part to understand. And I don't want to convince you that this is the only right way or talk about general software pattern or clean software architecture. I also don't want to describe the DTO chapter from the book, so because you can read it by yourself. I will just give a brief overview and